Tensions rising high. Resources spark global strife. Peace hangs in balance. Welcome to AI News Brew's Week in Review for April 27th, 2025. I'm your host, bringing you comprehensive coverage of the week's most significant developments. Before we begin today's program, we must acknowledge two profound losses that have deeply affected communities worldwide. Earlier this week, Pope Francis passed away at age 88, leaving millions of faithful mourning his departure. And today, our hearts are heavy with the tragic news from Vancouver, where 11 lives were lost and dozens were injured during what should have been a joyous celebration at the Lapu-Lapu Day Filipino festival. Let us take a moment of silence to honor these lives lost and send our thoughts to all those affected by these events. Thank you. The situation in South Asia has taken a dramatic turn this week following a devastating terrorist attack in Pahalgam, located in the Indian-controlled Kashmir region. The attack, which occurred on April 22nd, claimed the lives of 26 people, primarily tourists visiting the area, and left 17 others injured. This tragic incident has triggered a rapid escalation of tensions between India and Pakistan, two nuclear-armed nations with a long history of territorial disputes. In response to the attack, India has taken the unprecedented step of suspending the Indus Waters Treaty, a crucial water-sharing agreement that has remained intact even during previous conflicts between the two nations. The Indian government has also downgraded diplomatic ties with Pakistan, implementing visa cancellations and travel restrictions. Pakistan's response has been equally severe, with the suspension of the Simla Agreement and a complete halt to bilateral trade. The situation has become increasingly concerning, with Pakistan's Railways Minister, Hanif Abbasi, making explicit references to the country's nuclear arsenal, specifically mentioning 130 atomic weapons in what many interpret as a direct threat. The crisis has taken on broader regional implications, with China's swift involvement, as Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi and Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister Ishaq Dar reaffirmed their nation's ironclad friendship in a recent phone call. This development has created a complex web of regional alliances and counter-alliances. Meanwhile, the situation on the ground remains volatile, with Indian and Pakistani troops exchanging gunfire along the line of control in Kashmir for 2 consecutive nights. The United Nations has called for maximum restraint from both sides, while the international community watches with growing concern as these events unfold in one of the world's most sensitive regions. In U.S. politics, President Trump's first 100 days of his second term have been marked by sweeping changes and significant public disapproval. An NBC News poll shows a 55% disapproval rating, with particular concern over his handling of immigration, inflation, and trade. The administration's rapid reduction of the federal workforce, led by Elon Musk, has raised eyebrows, while Trump's unilateral approach to reshaping post-World War II alliances has caused international concern. The ongoing trade war with China continues to intensify. President Trump's stance remains firm, stating he won't reduce tariffs without a substantial deal. Meanwhile, Beijing denies any ongoing trade talks, contradicting Trump's claims of communication with President Xi. The impact is being felt globally, with market volatility causing significant anxiety among U.S. retirees and near-retirees. The situation in Ukraine has taken a dramatic turn as Russia launched its most aggressive drone assault of the year, resulting in at least 4 civilian casualties and numerous injuries across multiple regions. This attack comes at a particularly tense moment in diplomatic relations, as President Trump conducts separate meetings with both Ukrainian President Zelenskyy and Russian President Putin in an attempt to broker peace. The diplomatic landscape has grown increasingly complex, with Trump questioning Putin's genuine commitment to peace, while simultaneously pressuring Ukraine to consider territorial concessions, particularly regarding Crimea. Adding to the gravity of the situation, Russian General Gerasimov has now officially confirmed North Korean troops' involvement in the conflict, a revelation that marks a significant escalation in international participation. The situation on the ground remains fluid, with Russia claiming control of the Kursk region, while Ukrainian forces dispute this assertion. Meanwhile, U.S. officials, including Secretary of State Rubio and Senator Graham, are pushing for accelerated peace negotiations while considering the implementation of new sanctions against Russia, highlighting the delicate balance between diplomatic pressure and military reality in this protracted conflict. The global race for critical minerals has emerged as a defining feature of modern geopolitics, though its significance often goes underappreciated. Recent developments, from the U.S.-brokered peace pledge between Congo and Rwanda to new mineral rights negotiations in Ukraine, reflect a deeper reality. These resources are fundamental to our technological future. Critical minerals, including rare earth elements, lithium, and cobalt, are essential components in everything from electric vehicle batteries to advanced military systems and renewable energy technologies. The strategic importance of these materials becomes clearer when we examine recent international movements. The United States has been particularly active, pursuing agreements across multiple continents while simultaneously launching domestic initiatives like deep-sea mining programs and supporting lithium extraction projects in North Dakota. These efforts aren't merely about economic opportunity. They represent a concerted attempt to reduce dependence on China, which currently dominates the global supply chain for many of these materials. The stakes are particularly high because these minerals are irreplaceable in many modern technologies. Without secure access to these resources, nations risk falling behind in crucial sectors like renewable energy development, electric vehicle production, and advanced electronics manufacturing. This explains why we're seeing unprecedented diplomatic efforts, including peace negotiations in mineral-rich regions and new strategic partnerships forming across traditional political boundaries. What makes this situation especially complex is the delicate balance between economic interests, environmental concerns, and international cooperation. Recent events, such as Australia's unsuccessful attempt to leverage its mineral wealth for tariff exemptions, and China's use of critical minerals as a countermeasure in trade disputes, demonstrate how these resources have become powerful tools in international relations. As we move forward, securing stable access to these materials while maintaining environmental standards and international partnerships will remain a crucial challenge for nations worldwide. As we reflect on Earth Day 2025, there's a palpable sense of momentum in our global environmental efforts. Scientists and innovators are making remarkable strides in addressing some of our planet's most pressing challenges. In Burnaby, British Columbia, a groundbreaking carbon capture facility is showing promising results, while worldwide initiatives are tackling the often overlooked issue of microplastic pollution from synthetic clothing. These microscopic particles, which release millions of plastic fragments with each wash cycle, are now being confronted through innovative filtration systems and next-generation fabric technologies. Meanwhile, the broader conversation about Earth's future has taken an interesting turn, with prominent tech leaders Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk offering contrasting visions for humanity's relationship with our planet. From creating Earth-preserving space colonies to establishing Martian safeguards, these developments, while highlighting the challenges we face, demonstrate humanity's growing commitment to environmental stewardship and our increasing capability to develop practical solutions for a sustainable future. Thank you for joining us for this week's review. Your support enables us to continue providing independent, fact-based news coverage. This is AI News Brew, reminding you to stay informed and engaged. Follow us on your favorite podcast platform for more in-depth analysis of the stories shaping our world.